Sunrise Soul. It is Monday, I know, but yesterday we were moving to a different facility. We are expanding at Divas Can Manifest org, and we were so busy moving yesterday into our new facility. But welcome in today. Welcome to another first Sunday of the month. We go live first and third Sundays of the month for Sunrise Soul. This is a Bible gateway for Christians that are new to tarot, so we will get the devotional for today, well, for yesterday technically, but let's hop into today's message. You guys, you are being guided to be very patient. Um, there is there is something real happening for you. You're very passionate and happy and joyful, and that's how you know that you are on the right path. So I don't want you to think that you are on the right path, but there's been someone who has been daydreaming about you a lot, and this person cannot resist you. You are a siren. However, this could lead to a lot of dysfunctional relationships, dysfunctional partnerships. Um, and because you are a siren, not everybody's going to be happy about this letter of recognition that you're about to receive. You're about to receive an endorsement letter, an offer for a home or for marriage. You guys are, this person is daydreaming about you. And while you have been off becoming a maven, this has put you in alignment to this divine countership. This is people who are not happy about this. I'm hearing good riddance. These people have been creating so many different fights, tensions, and conflicts on your path. This is a resistance or opposition of your marriage. Okay, but this person sees you as a siren and they cannot resist you. Okay, so just let them bums blow steam, radiator. This marriage or this offer that you're receiving of endorsement is creating a lot of grief and a major ending. The archangel Azrael to support the angel of death, to support and comfort those who have been transitioning out of your life. Your marriage, this could also be other partners that you were once, committed to or had other relationships with. But what I'm seeing is that these are relationships that lost value, and these are relationships from the past that see that you are prepared for marriage and they have really lacked closure from the past. Old options, possibilities, and timelines. This could even be friends as well. These fake friends and these lovers that blew their opportunities, they have been throwing resistance because they also daydream about you. It's not like if you broke up with these people and left their life and you guys ceased communication, it's not like these people went anywhere. It's literally they have been sitting there obsessed about you. They daydream about you. They fantasize about you, but they have not been able to, because you are silent, a lot of those relationships are infeasible. So now that they see that you are getting prepared for marriage, they are throwing resistance, other options, possibilities, and timelines. But it's really just because they're grieving, okay? They're grieving the ending. It's kind of like a metaphorical death or a literal death. It's a funeral home. These people, from your past, they did not value you, or they they wanted you, because you were a siren, they wanted you to internalize about your beauty and looks and style, right? But you guys kept choosing self-love, and because you kept choosing self-love, you didn't internalize these relationships. You have the king is here, and they daydream about you, and they know that this relationship that you guys have for one another is meant for marriage. There is a clear relationship that's going towards marriage, but all these other options and possibilities are just grieving. They throw resistance because they truly are dead to us. This is their options, their past options. This is your past options. These are friends that could not cooperate. These are people in business that have lost all hope. These are business relationships that fell through. The truth is, there are so many people getting left behind. This marriage is a funeral. This is an omen. This is a prophecy at Divas Can Manifest org, prophesying a sacred marriage ceremony. However, the people who are getting left behind, it's not just saying goodbye. Some of these people have committed crimes. Some of these people have done something else. Maybe these people were following you since you were a kid or did something abusive to children. There are a lot of loose ends to tie up with these people who are getting left behind. Things ended painfully with them, and they are just lacking closure as they see you moving on to your rewards and recognition, endorsements, and marriage. You are a maven, and you're not the one getting left behind. These are people who cannot step up to the plate. They were not successful in business. These were people who could not come out of conflict. These are people, friends, fake friends that could have been third parties. These could have been people who have been literally throwing resistance, doing that. I'm hearing things got desperate, okay, in business, at work, and possibly at home as well. People got desperate around your talent, skills, and gifts, beauty, looks, and style. You are just a gift to humanity. I see you being a representation of divine love, and that also makes you irresistible. But I see that the people who are getting left behind, there are loose ends to tie up with these people. Okay, this isn't just a never look back type of thing. Good morning. Happy New Year. Thank you so much to you and yours as well. Thank you so much, friend. But yes, these are not just people who are just like we just can forgive and forget. These are people who may have, there are severe consequences to for their behavior, whatever behavioral health issue that they've had that has been destructive and disruptive and impulsive. They're getting banned from the organization. They're getting banned from commercials. They're getting their accounts deleted. They're getting sued. They're getting imprisoned. They are not getting chosen for marriage because some of them really want your man really bad. They're not getting chosen for marriage, and they don't matter. They're just lacking closure because it's clear that it's a done deal. Archangel Azrael, the angel of death, is here to help support you and your loved ones and these people as well through their grief. They cannot come along, they're getting left behind. And your person is very passionate about you, daydreaming, wishing, yearning, and fantasizing about you. This is a delay. Some of you guys are delayed, or you're like, oh my God, is this really heading for marriage? Because the situation seems so grim. But there is just a lot of grief surrounding people who are getting left behind. Okay, even your past options is not that you didn't love these people, but these people were literally dysfunctional and could not evolve with you. You became a maven, and they were unsuccessful at business. Sorry if I'm all over the place, you guys. Today was just a quick message. I'm just trying to keep on track with the Sunday Soul. Even though it's Monday, LOL, Happy New Year. Check out some of the videos that we posted a lot yesterday as well. But anyway, um, there is, these people just lack closure because they got left behind. Your options, their options, your friends that could not cooperate, they were deliberately disloyal friends. They had a triggering that could not be discharged. They could not, there was too many feelings of mistrust with them. You cannot trust them anymore. Okay, so that's why they're getting left behind. Left behind. They cannot come around your man. They cannot come around your marriage. They cannot come around where you make your money, your business. They most definitely can't come around where you sleep and lay your head, and the relationships hold no value. They're probably getting caught for something. They were very unsuccessful in business with you. Okay, where if they offer to come back, or they offer to, some of them could be offering you marriage and you could be declining. Okay, and I think that there are no hard feelings, but they're just behind, left behind. And now is a time of patience, especially for some of you guys who are waiting for a letter offer of marriage, or you're waiting for a letter, important correspondence. Okay, um, we have I've never seen this card before. Enhi Duana, the High Priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. You're the one with this marriage. You're the one that's getting the legacy of love. Okay, and your partner is following your lead. So you are helping them put together a letter for marriage. You're telling them what to say, what to do, how to act, how to express. This is why you're their counterpart, because you speak a lot for this person. Is what I'm hearing. You do a lot of speaking for this person. You do a lot of conflict resolution for this person. You taking the lead and you have a gift for, and you have a psychic and intuitive gift that is helping you resolve a conflict and help them put together whatever components they need for this letter. Some of them are bringing bad news along with good news, okay? But this is a King of Pentacles who is very invested, and they are wishing, yearning, fantasizing about you, and you are a siren and you are irresistible. Hi, friend. Hi. Thank you so much, Dr. Jonathan. Thank you. For real. For real. Definitely the rock. You have definitely, I can feel that. A lot of you, if you're, especially if you're getting prepared for a long term commitment or endorsement, you have been a rock in somebody's life. They cannot live without you. They can't resist you. If you're married to this person or getting married to this person, you're at immovable position. You are this person's rock. You are at the center of everything that they do. There could be unconventional aspects of this relationship or things that need to be hashed out, but this may have, there were cycles in this relationship where there may have been something blocking them from prioritizing you, okay? But the moment you start prioritizing yourself, you show everybody else what this really is. Good riddance is what I'm hearing to people who have been draining you in this fighting and conflict and resistance. Some of them, it's clear that it's not their relationship and marriage, and they're just grieving because they know that this means you're moving on, that you don't have anything to say to them anymore. You guys won't be friends anymore. They're not a part of your family. You may have been considering these people to be a part of your family, but you are passing strong and hard. Okay, some of you guys, your business is about to scale, or it has received a large scale. This marriage is a large scale as well. There's a lot of beautiful things happening for you this year, and it's literally because you cannot be resisted. Okay, this person who's marrying you, they won't be able to resist you. That's why they need to lock it down. Okay, so don't worry about this resistance from the past. Those people do not hold a flame, and even if they have a temporary uniting with people from their past, they know that those relationships have ended because they're getting prepared for marriage. Okay, this person is about to, they may have been a Peter Pan, but something that you've done recently that have given you a scale or have made you have made him a man, friend. You have bossed them up indeed, and you are the rock in their life. So there's absolutely no way that you're getting left behind. They need you. They're not going anywhere without you. You guys are like synchronized swimmers, and even if there are challenges in the relationship, periods of separation, blockages, you guys always are really in tandem with one another, really have been in step with one another. A lot of this, especially with the high priestess, this has been a cognitive connection, a kindred spirit, and this is a massive connection in your life, a very important person. Okay, and everybody else, the exes, your old friends, everybody who didn't do what they were supposed to do to have a valuable position in your life, are getting left behind. They have been blockages to your union, to your prosperity. Okay, your partners are following you, and this requires you to love yourself enough to do what needs to be done to get into alignment. Okay, you know that you're helping them craft a letter for marriage, so take it psychic, intuitive, or endorsement, whatever, if it's not about romance. But whatever it is, you have psychic and intuitive gifts of humanity to dissolve blockages and to help them release resistance. The resistance, the third party, is people who are lacking closure. It's like they can't take rejection. They can't handle you having success. Those people cannot be in a harmonious relationship with you because of your body, your beauty, your talent, skills, and gifts. It's like you cannot. It's divinely timed, and don't hold grudges about the past. You getting ready for marriage is also coinciding with you becoming a maven and your career taking off. So this is a dream come true. This is happily ever after. This is the life that you desired. Okay? Being realistic about marriage as well, especially when it comes to the past baggages. These people are truly grieving because they see this union, they see this endorsement, and they feel deep regret. But they were not able to evolve. They didn't become mavens like we did. They didn't become an expert like we did. They didn't master themselves like we did. They're animals. You're a gift of humanity. They're an animal. Okay? A threat to humanity. You love yourself. They hate themselves. Okay? You are their leader. And so a lot of them could not keep up with your fast growth. They couldn't keep up with your intelligence. They couldn't keep up with your talent. They ran out of talent. And there's nobody comparing to your beauty. You are a siren and you are irresistible, okay? Your beauty devours. That's why the exes and everybody else is grieving. Everybody looking, when they saw your beauty or got this announcement and seeing that this has been heading for a marriage, they knew that they were getting left behind. But I think that right now, just practice your patience. You guys are getting ready for this is your marriage, a big endorsement deal, a long-term commitment, a partner that will value you and honor you, someone who sees you as their rock. And you're getting rid of all of this resistance, fighting, tension, conflict that has been creating hardship. And you are feeling passionate about your partner in your life. And it's a new year, it's a new us. Hasta luego. They got to get out of my house. They ain't got to die, but they got to get the hell out of my house. All right? Let's read the devotional and let's wrap. Okay, friends? Time for them to go ahead and get on, friend. You getting everything that you want, and you are a rock in movable position. You are a maven, and you are a skill, an expert, an essential worker. So this was the message for yesterday, okay? Hi, you guys. Subscribe to the channel. This is my free tarot channel. We're doing Sunrise Soul with scripture. This is a Bible gateway for Christians new to tarot, okay? And the scripture is Ephesians 4:12. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. You are most definitely in union with your lovers and with your partners. Do not fear. Be humble and gentle. If there was a delay, it is a grieving, okay, of the people who are getting left behind. It's not that we don't care about them and that we didn't want them to be a part of our family. It's because they cannot hold themselves to our standards and they folded, okay? Hi, friends. This is a spiritual journey. I am a high priestess, a tarot reader, okay? And I'm a maven. So welcome. You have been luckier than the Irish to find me. Just be humble and gentle upon, entering my channel, okay? And I think that, especially with this King of Pentacles as well, some of you guys, because you are sirens, there has been a lot of trauma here, okay? You aren't, just because you're irresistible and fine as hell, don't mean that this is the rainbows and sunshine. It ain't all rainbows and sunshine, okay? So be humble and patient and gentle, and don't be mad at this person for anything. They are a King of Pentacles. They daydream about you. But there's a lot of grief here as well that keeps you guys separate, all right? Practice patience now. It has been said that a prayer for patience is a dangerous one because in order to develop it, trials need to come. Patience is developed with much practice. Even the simple act of waiting for anything good, really, is a good practice. Think of the patience Jesus had with us. Before we knew Christ, we waited patiently for us to come to a repentance. When we fail to trust him and worry and complain about our circumstances, he waits until we're ready to turn to him once again. He puts us with our foibles and inconsistencies and loves us anyway. Are you being called to a new level of patience these days? Are you bristling with frustration and anger at the things that aren't going your way? Are spiritual growing pains about to wear you out? Then it's time to kneel once again at the throne of grace and ask for help in your time of need. Oh Lord, forgive me for my impatience today. I am going to pray a bold prayer and ask that you would develop the quality of patience in my life. Help me to cooperate with this process. You guys, please cooperate with this process. They know what they are traditional, masculine, and they know there's something that's going on behind the scenes that you are not aware of. It's not that they're not daydreaming about you. It's literally that something bad is happening. Something is getting left behind. This may involve someone getting imprisoned or someone truly losing a lot of wealth. I'm hearing castles could be crumbling. This marriage or this omen could be fatal. Okay? But some of you guys do not complain about your circumstances. You guys are already the high priestess. You already are in spiritual union with this person, or there's already been so many, there are no more realities that this marriage does not exist. So there is nothing that you need to do anymore. Or this marriage or endorsement doesn't exist. I know that you could be complaining about the circumstances. You could be failing to trust him. You could be worrying about him because of a new level of patience that they've asked from you. Okay, I know that these are just a lot of spiritual growing pains, and I want you guys to, even if you choose not to marry this person and pass on their offer, I think that they have, supported you in becoming an expert, and that was the goal. You have accomplished your spiritual purpose. So say goodbye if you want to. If you don't want to wait on this person, you don't have to. But for others, continue doing what you do. And I definitely feel like there are no more realities where this doesn't exist. Okay. Um, I think that, you could be needing help with something during this time, and that could be stressful because they're not there. But this person literally, they have to deal with their own anger and frustration about a death or ending somewhere else that has nothing to do with you. Okay. And he waited patiently for you to come to him as well. Okay. So you can just be fair, and they were waiting for your affirmative consent, and I think that you have been giving them affirmative consent. Otherwise, you can pass, Fran. But it's up to you. It's either like just, extend them the same grace that they have extended you. Okay? And be humble, be gentle, and turn up because you're immovable. It's a win-win. Now that's the T, friend. Okay? Um, LOL, I'm Hare. Who? Someone who can read more than 10 words a minute. I'm hollering. Y'all, I'm sorry. I've always been a great reader. I used to read to the class when we used to have to read like big, like novels and stuff in class. We used to have read like long passages in my like school classrooms and stuff like that. Like I always used to be the one. I never participated. Like it was like a weird thing. I used to read to the class a lot. Like I would literally. I feel like I don't read as fast as I used to because I literally have to work on the computer so much and I do other things in nature and stuff like that. But like I feel like I I used to read so fast, y'all. I literally used to read one book a day, like a whole ass novel. Now, granted, those were like in my youth and I didn't have any other responsibilities and stuff like that, but I could literally sit up all day and literally read a book in one day. I'm like, I didn't know, like, I really can read really fast. But I focus more on comprehending what I'm reading now. LOL. So finally, thank you so much. You're so pretty. LOL. Oh, he's mad. Okay. I think that some people, I think that some people who are struggling with their sexuality, they always project their sexuality issues onto others. So like people have a really big problem with transgender people. Now I will say this. I am not, that's none of my motherfucking business because I ain't got no body dysmorphia to the point where I need to change my gender. But like, they will literally see, like, they will literally see a woman, that's done up and looks nice or something like that and start projecting onto like that woman because they like, are you a transgender? No, that's you literally projecting your sexuality issues. You did you get fooled by a transgender? Did something bad happen? Is there a traumatizing experience with a transgender? Okay, or you just literally you can't stay into like you can't like I don't know um you can't admit the fact to yourself that you might be struggling with your sexuality, so you project transgender onto like normal women. There's so many threats to womanhood already, and your sexuality issues is definitely a threat. Oh, you want to ask my man? Yes, please help this mission. America, 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 gang, gang, gang. We are the land of the free and the home of the brave. And all these other countries and people coming around, America has a lot of enemies. So don't think that it's all kumbaya, y'all. America has a lot of enemies. Like they try to make it seem like Americans are ghetto, Americans aren't cultured. Americans don't, like Americans don't need to go anywhere because we have everything that we want in our country. It's the other countries that mad that we have the third best quality of living in the world. So that means that we have addressed our personal freedoms to have such a quality of living. America is really a threat to a lot of people, okay? And even some people who want to immigrate to our country, y'all coming up in here mad, low key. So don't come in here mad, G. Don't come in here mad, LOL. Um, Steve, it seems like you're really having a strong problem. You're having a really big problem with um, with your sexuality, okay? The only people who are obsessed with transgenders or obsessed with homosexuality, yes, I am very inclusive. My sexuality is fluid, but I didn't need to change my gender to do that, or to accept that about myself. So I think that, like, a lot of people who get on the internet and spread, like, these are really people on shadow accounts. Like, y'all, if you get hate comments and stuff like that, these are people literally just projecting their internal struggle. The thing is, you may have a body dysmorphia where you might have struggles with your gender, or gender dysmorphia, or you might have struggles with your sexuality and be attracted to transgenders, and that's why you are, like, you know what I'm saying? Friend, like, they really, it's sad. Like, it's sad because, like, you're not the one that's having a happy and fulfilling relationship. You're not getting good sex, and so you go projecting all these, like, fluid sexuality issues, taboo things onto people. Like, that's strange. That's a personal problem. Okay, I'm not looking, like, I even met this transgender woman on the bus the other day, and I was like, oh, you don't look like a man. And she was like, oh, but I get a lot of hate or something like that. Something, incident had literally happened where she had just received some type of transphobia. And I said, I don't agree with your lifestyle, but I will never hate you. And literally, like, people's psyche, like, it erupts from their psyche, like, their sexuality issues. The reason why you're obsessed with fluid people is because you're also struggling with that, and you can't admit that to yourself because of a religious dogma or some other kind of social expectation that you cannot accept. You're really, like, you really are having a true struggle. Okay, this is your own demon that you're unwilling to face. I face my demons daily. Okay, and you're not the one getting ready for marriage. Thank you so much. Got anything for a robosexual addiction? I actually don't know what that is. Let's look it up. Want to look it up real quick? Where my iPad at? I don't know what robosexual means. Um, let's look it up real quick. But I think that, like, a lot of, what I can understand why things can become addictions, because if they are deeply repressed or deeply admonished, they will, and it's still something that you desire, it will manifest in so many different ways. Okay, but I think that, I don't know, like, society, it's because of society. I think it's so much pressure or religion that makes these people not, like, they can't evolve their addictions. So these are a lot of the homophobics and the transgenders, or the people who cannot, they won't survive. Okay, excuse me, they probably won't evolve. Okay, random thoughts. I'm a little high still, so I'll be kind of like all over the place. What is a robosexual addiction? What is Elon Musk talking about now? Just sent me another letter coming across this morning, a notification. Robosexual is a person who experiences sexual or romantic attraction to robots, androids, or advanced AI. Often, speaking of Elon Musk, not the advanced AI. LOL, growing intersection of technology and intimacy. This attraction can be physical to life like machines, or to emotional to intelligent AI companions, with some viewing it as a unique sexual orientation or a form of technosexuality, where technology fulfills deep needs for connection and understanding. This video explains it. Oh my god, that's a real life robot. Them big. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. Okay, let me be more professional. But, like, a robosexual addiction, this is serious. I did not know that this was existing, friend. But I think that, I mean, if it doesn't harm anyone else, I really don't think that it's a problem, right? Like, is it really? If it doesn't harm anyone else, it shouldn't be, like, a problem. Yes, you can. Sparky Charger 121234. You can get a shout out. Okay, so you like sex with robots? Honestly, some people could see. I honestly would see this as kind of like masturbation. Like, personally, I would not see this as a bad thing. Like, I would see this as masturbation or a form of self pleasure. A lot of people these days, because of so much risk around sexual intercourse, a lot of people are choosing self pleasure, to stay friends with people, to, you know, emotionally regulate in a different way. Like, and I just see this as like, maybe you could just see this robot as like a dildo or like another sex toy, like, and truly just like say it's safer to be with a robot. I don't really see nothing bad with it. Feedback, I don't see nothing bad with it, Brad. It's real. I see it's real, friend. Not the robots. Can like, so how deep does this? We're gonna have to get in this another time. But like, I think like, does it involve penetration with a robot? Like, how can we do that? Like, I mean, dildos are penetration. That's a robot. So I think that that's fine, right, friend? Be honest, friend. Go read the book, The Battle Between the Pain and Purpose. Oh, it's definitely a battle between the pain and purpose, friend. But anyways, y'all, I gotta go. Happy, this is supposed to be Sunday. Thank you guys for joining this. Like this video. Um, Subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Chat with me. Look, there are going to be so many videos coming up on long form shortly. And yeah, I love you, and I'll see you guys on the third Sunday of the month.